sales meetings won't do anything to grow your team.
I know exactly what you're thinking. Running a weekly sales meeting is a huge commitment of time and energy. Will it actually pay off in the form of increased sales?
A weekly sales meeting is a huge element that might either be missing in your team structure or need a complete overhaul in order for you to get the results that you want from your team sales. I'm John Foster.
And I'm Leslie Foster.
And we help realtors and team leaders scale to be number one in their marketplaces. Leslie, let's jump right into our sales meeting. We're going to break down slide by slide. And the good news is we're going to have a link in the bottom that you can click to download these slides for free.
So when we get started, we always start on time, and it's important to be punctual and be respectful of people's times. And when we open up all of our sales meeting, we typically start with a moment of gratitude. It's really a time to just shout out your team members, anyone in the office who's been extra helpful this week. Typically, we have a ton of these. It could be something as simple as someone opening up a door while you're on vacation, or somebody doing a final walkthrough because you're at an appointment. It's just really just a great time for everyone to feel the love, because it is important to have support in the office that you're with, or the team, or the brokerage that you're in.
Yeah, and Leslie's point about starting on time and ending on time, I'm just gonna say this real quick, that's a big deal, you guys. The frequency of our sales meetings, that's another question we get a lot. It's once a week, and it's from noon to 1. You can pick whatever day or time that you want, but it's important to respect your team's time. If they know you're gonna start on time and end on time, they will show up for that because they know that you're going to respect that. So that's a big deal.
Absolutely. Next, we do any type of like happy birthdays or anniversaries or things like that. So if anyone's birthday is that month, we acknowledge them and we wish them a happy birthday. And everyone sometimes sings. If you're in the office, we will sing. It is pretty fun. So after that, we head right into our core values, right? So core values are really important. If you do not have core values, spend some time and identify what your core values are.
I mean, that sounds like a lot, Leslie. Every week over core values, right? I mean,
every week.
Is that necessary?
It is, because it's really important for people to know what is most important to this company and to you as the team leader or the brokerage, right? You need to have standards, and those standards need to be met by everyone on your team. And if they aren't, then they're probably not a good fit for your team. Mm-hmm. The next one is my favorite slide. It's the housekeeping slide, which basically goes over any office announcements, if we've got any things coming up the following week, any special trainings, if we have a party coming up, things like that. Anything that has to do with like kitchen. I'm in charge of the kitchen. Everyone knows I'm like the team mom. I provide all the snacks. So, if there's something going on that needs to be like addressed, we always do that.
The next slide is going to be just whatever your team is really striving to achieve and the action that it's going to take to get there. So it's 3 conversations a day, 5 days a week to equal a $200,000 a year income. So we've got a whole formula we've mapped out for our team. Obviously, every market's different sales prices, different average commission. So you'll have to work that out yourself. I can help you work that out. If you want to book a call with me, I'll help you work the formula out for your own team. But that slide shows up every single week, because I say this all the time. We don't always need to learn more. We need to be reminded more. So that's just a fun sort of a mission statement, if you will, of our team and what it is that we're looking to do. That's the action, right? In order to look for the results we're looking to achieve. So again, different agents are gonna have different income goals. Those numbers can be adjusted based on each agent, but that slide's up there every single week to remind agents it's 3 conversations a day, you guys, and you'll hit your goals if you do it.
The next slide that we have is our cultural icon, and that is something where we shout out an agent within our office that has just gone above and beyond representing our core values. It has I found this really funny monkey at TJ Maxx, and so it's kind of become this joke. Like when you get it, it sits on the area that you like to sit in. You can't take it home. We had one agent put it on a very high shelf that no one else could get. So it was really funny, but it's just kind of just giving them all the praise for all that they do to support this team. And it's just really great to just shout out your team members. After that, we go into the orange minute. You can make it whatever color you want. We always tease John if he's the orange minute. It's orange minutes, which usually go for minutes on a minutes.
It is the joke with the team. And I love that. But you guys, listen, if you're the team leader, you have to realize that your agents have joined the team because of you. And you might be at a great brokerage. Like, we love our brokerage. We love eXp Realty. Our agents love eXp Realty. So that's a perk. But I think as a team leader, you guys really need to acknowledge your agents have joined your team because of you. So, we call it an orange minute or minutes, right, is the joke in our office. But if it's minutes and you're the team leader and you're really leading your team, it should be longer than a minute, because again, if your team joined you because of you, What's special about you? What secret weapons have you used in your marketing or your objection handling or your door knocking script or whatever it is that's special to you and your team? You need to come up with some scripting around something you're going to share of value with your team every week. And I would tell you guys, I work on this all week. And this is probably a very important thing, is that you need to understand that if you're going to deliver value to your agents during that Tuesday sales meeting, you probably should work on that content all week. Type your notes all week long, because if it's like an hour before the sales meeting and you've got nothing prepared, you're going to go up there and be like, you guys should call more people. You should knock on more doors. There's no value there. You really have to think hard. And it is a lot of work, you guys, but I promise the value you deliver during your orange minute or your blue minute, or you call it whatever you want, should be something that's going to move the needle for your agents, for your team, for your company.
See, that was John's orange minute. This slide may or may not work for you, but we are a Zillow Flex team, and it is important for us to have full transparency with our team in regards to where we are with Zillow. So we basically show what our CSAT score is, what our connections look like, what our goal for the month is, and we kind of just run through a high level very quickly of Zillow expectations for the team. And then we roll right into our league leaders for the week. And typically it's based on, well, we meet every Tuesday, like John said. So the previous Tuesday to the following Monday. That is like 7 days. And we basically shout out everyone in regards to appointments met, appointments set, listings signed, buyers closed, listings closed. And we have just a tally in regards, and it's a really great competition because it motivates the agents to see, where am I falling in this? Do I need to step up my game? And it's like, truly, I hate being not on the leaderboard. So it motivates me, I know. And one thing we have in the office, which is really cool, is our cha-ching button. If you want to show everyone, John.
Is this the one?
Cha-ching. So once you close an escrow, everyone hits the cha-ching button. It's pretty fun. Everyone gets a good laugh out of that. Okay,
so I just want to break down a little bit of what Leslie just said about what this component, this section of your sales meeting needs to cover and needs to accomplish. It's number one, it's accountability. Number two, it's recognition. So those two things go hand in hand. The accountability piece is a big deal. The highest performing teams have very high standards. We've talked in previous videos about our lead management playbook, goals and targets we're trying to hit, especially Leslie mentioned Zillow. There's weekly metrics we have to hit with that. Conversion rate, appointment met rate, all these different things. So that level of accountability sets the bar pretty high, that the agents on your team know that it's really there to help them sell more real estate. So the ones that embrace that are going to always show up, and they're going to be like waiting for that slide to show up. Where do I land on that leaderboard? Right? Oh, I'm number 6. I got to get to number 3. I got to get to number 2. I got to get to number 1. So that is a very critical component of your sales meeting that I can almost guarantee it will take some time for your director of operations or one of the staff members or whoever to put these leaderboard slides together every week and the accountability metrics. But I promise you guys it will pay off in the form of more sales.
Absolutely. And then what we do is every quarter, John and I hosted just a very nice dinner for the top 5 agents for that quarter. And they can bring their spouses, and John and I cook a really nice dinner. We usually do some type of like Wagyu steak, or we have something flown in from, sometimes we do Cat's Deli, which is really cool, or just something fun. We have nice wine, cheese. It's just a fun evening just to kind of hang out and just celebrate their win for the first quarter. Following that, we go through all the celebrations. We recognize our ISA team, which is huge. So our ISA team is our in-house sales managers. And what they do is they spend the majority of their time just going through our database and updating Zillows, reconnecting with buyers that might have fallen off or taken a break. And we recognize them and the agent connections that they've made. And then to wrap up our meeting, we go into buyers' wants. We do sell a lot of homes off market within our own team. And it's really like, hey, I'm looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Pleasanton for, 1.4 million. And someone's like, I actually just listed that. Let's connect and put it together.
A little bit of tech for you guys that are curious about what it is that we do to run our sales meetings. So, we've got 3 TVs throughout our office. They're all Amazon Fire TVs, if you're curious. And an Amazon Fire TV, make sure you get the right model that has the Zoom app on it. And then you can plug in any webcam, and you probably want to get like the wide angle conference room cameras. There's a ton of them out there on Amazon that's going to capture the width of your room so that the camera can pick up on everybody. And the reason we do that is we want to make the sales meetings as accessible to everybody as possible. The most impactful sales meetings are when the people are there in person. The reality is their agents are always busy with something. Give them that Zoom option. And I think just the overall, you're going to get more participation, whether it be in person or online. For you team leaders out there, I know, and believe me, I get it. There's going to be an investment of time and money to really get these sales meetings to be very powerful every single week. But it is a great investment of your time and your staff's time and energy to get these slides dialed in every single week. Commit to doing your sales meeting every single week. And I guarantee you guys, your agents are going to appreciate the effort that you put into it. They're going to find value, your team will grow, and ultimately your sales will grow as well. I hope this is really helpful to you today.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us. And don't forget, you can fill out the link below and we'll send you a copy of our slides and go out there and kill it this week.